viewers, here we have Microsoft Access Database 2016, the most latest here. And one of the things you require to understand about Access, it's all about the data entries. You need to have to feed the table using either table datasheet and your table design, one of those requirements, so that you can come here to create. Then you have the table, which will be a data sheet, and you have the table design. That's one way you can create your own table with. Once you create that table, for example, in this case we have this table, for example this one, you can see we have the field name and you have the data type. The field names here includes most of the information here. For example, you have the student name, you have the gender, estate, coverage, among others. Those are the most crucial information. And now you can see we have the data type, whereby each and every one depend or rely with the information that you're gonna put in that table. For example, date of birth, it is all about the date and time. Time taken can be either time or can be a number, while estate can be a short text. In this case, with this table now, you have the information. You can start now typing what you want in your table. For example, you can see this is the sum of the information in that table. We have the student name. You can try to resize a bit. You have the gender, we have the estates, we have the coverage, we have time taken, we have date of birth. Those are some of the information you can feed in the table, and you can keep adding them as the way you want. For example, I can come here, I put the name I want here. For example, I can come, I put that name, then I come here, I put male, I put for example Imara Daima. We have the coverage here, you can put that kind of a figure. And now you can put time taken, it is around 15 minutes. And now you can put the date of birth, for example 3/5/1985. That is how you put the record. And now you can click outside and you close here and you click, do you want to save the tables? You just click yes to save the table. After you save the table, now you can answer some of the questions that can be asked to analyze them using a table. Using this table, peering back, I can now create queries. I need to come to create. We have the query design. With this query design, you have to come here, you choose the table that you want to enter your information with. For example, peering back, I click add and click close. I need to come here, I double click, just double click peering back to highlight this content. Then you just drag until you drop them in the field. You can see how they are being drag and drop. Then you can come here. For example, you can be told to calculate the speed. For example, if I need to calculate the speed, I need to come here. In this one, I can come here now, I add speed is equals, when you use is equals in Access, we use full colon, represent is equals, then you put the curly brace and you put now the coverage. You put the coverage space and you put the coverage is in meters, don't forget. Close the curly brace, put the divide sign, and now open the curly brace and time to put time taken space into bracket minute, and you close the curly brace. Then from there you can come and click run, and automatically you see it have calculated speed. You can just drag like that one, and now you can see it have calculated speed, which is distance over time. Close and click yes to save your query as speedometer. Speedometer. query. In this case, you can click OK. Once you click OK, you can see now your speedometer query is here. You can type, for example, you want to calculate the fare. Just click create. You go to query design, click back, click add and close, and now you come here, double click this, you drag them there, and now calculate fare, which is 2% divided by 100. That is 2% here. So we don't put 2%, we just put 2 divided by 100 for 2%. Then from there you multiply by 2%, multiply by, now we have 2% of your coverage. For example, it is 2% of coverage, so you just put coverage into bracket m, don't forget, for meters, and now you call that one, and which was a coverage if exceed 10 kilometers. If exceed 10 kilometers means you have to come to coverage and coverage. You have criteria and coverage. Where they meet, you put which exceed 10 kilometers, which is now 10,000 meters. Once you put like that one, you put this which exceed 10 kilometers, 2% of your coverage, which is now the fare, and just click run, and automatically you see it will calculate you fare, which is now that one, and it will give you only people who their coverage it is above that kilometers. Then you close and save, and you save your file. You can save now your file here as fare fare for coverage exceed 10 km for kilometer, and you close. Okay, that's how you answer that one. Then you can be told all female were given discount who take or took below half an hour. In this case, maybe this discount can be, for example, which is 2% of that discount, or can be 3% of the discount. Let's try to work on that one. Just go to query design, you come here, click add and close, and double click your field, just drag them like that, and now come here, you click. Now we have something called discount, which is equals 3.5% of 3% of that is, which is now 3% of say of time taken of coverage. For example, let's work on still coverage. You have the coverage. Now once you mark with that coverage like that one, which where then you have time to which is now below time below, which means is that one 30 minutes for half an hour. That is half an hour, whereby you just put now the reason for the discount, whereby you can see how you calculate the discount, which is 3.5% of coverage, and now you put below half an hour. Then from there you can just click run, and automatically you see this discount, whereby you can just close and save discounted in this case. But one thing you realize is that for this one you are told strictly all females are the one who are given a discount. So it means you need to come here, you work your question well. Just go to design view and now come here, you put gender female. So it means gender, you can put F asterisk. It means you are told all female who their discount was 3.5% and their time taken was half an hour. It means you have to put like that one, then you click run. You can see only 3 where female gender, whose gender is a female, have qualified to be given a discount. Only 3. And now you can just close and save. Now from there we have, for example, all students whose their gender are male. It means you can just come to query design. You can use or yes, you can just come, we work on the another query. For example, query wizard. You need to come, we have the simple query wizard. Click OK. Once you click OK, you can come here, you choose now the table name here, which is peeling back, and you come, you click all the field, click next. We have the detailed, you can click next. Then you have now we have the mail query. We have the mail query, for example 5, and now you can come and click modify and you click finish. Automatically will bring you here, and now you can click gender and come, you write M, then you put asterisk. As you put asterisk, then you can click run, and automatically you can see all these, their gender are male. Just close and you click yes to save your query. We have our student. We have, for example, all information for student CLA. In this case, it means you can either use this information, query wizard, you click OK, go to the information for all the information there, peeling back, click there, click next, and now you come here and have CLA information, query, and now you can click modify and you click finish. You can come here under student, you can just come here, you write CLA. Now you can write his name in full, then from there you click run. You can see all these are information for CLA only. Just close and you click yes. That's how you see that query. And now you can see all estate adding. We have all estate adding with E. It means you can click there, query design, and you do as per instruction. Just double click, you drag all the field, and now we have all estate adding with letter E. It means you go to estate, which adds with letter E. It means it means that you don't know what it starts. It means you don't know what it starts, but you know it ends with letter E. That's how it means. That in this case, you know it. You need to put. You start with the asterisk and you put E. It means that is how you put for that. And now from there you click run. And automatically you can see pipeline and inquiry. They are adding their estate which adds with letter E. Close and you give yes to save estates adds with letter E. Okay. Now all names starting with letter O or ending with Y. It means in this case you need to come to create query design. You can click add and you click close, double click this field like this, and now you have been told that all names starting with O. If the name starts with O, it means you know that it starts with O, but you don't know what follows, so it means you have to put asterisk. And the names ending with Y, it means at the option of all, you can see this all, now you put ending with Y. It means in this case you don't know what to start with, but you know it ends with Y. That's how it means. Put like that one. In this case you put O asterisk, then at the option of all choose asterisk Y, and now put run. You can see this name starts with O and this Omodi starts with O, while Jamie, Sierra, Amy, Odeni, the ends with Y. That's how you work on those queries smartly in a very simpler way, and you come you name them without no problem. That is means names starts with name starts with O and ends with Y, and you click OK. That's how you work on that one. You have all students born after 1985. If you are told to answer those kind of a question, it is very simple, as long as you apply them in a very wise manner. Just double click you put the field like that one, and now you come to, you need to work all students born after 1985. All students born after 1985. It means you have to operate with date of birth. Then you have to work with this less than sign. Born, it was born after, it means you put the sign for greater than, who are born after that time, then you put 01. In this case it was born after 1985, it means you have to put 31st 12 1985, and automatically you see now once you click run, you give you only these 3 people who are born after 1985, 1992, 1986, 1990. Those are the ones who have qualified for born after 1985. Click yes, and you save here people or students born after 1985 query. Just click OK, and that is how exactly you answer that simple query with that simpler way. Those are other queries you can see there. Those are some of the other queries you have seen there. Some other queries there, you can see they have been designed in a very easy way and a simpler one without